A new program in Washington goes into effect on July 1st, and it will likely have an impact on your paycheck. So here's what we can verify about the Washington CARES Fund.
The first long-term care bill in the United States.
Years after it was passed, the Washington CARES Fund is officially launching. The program aims to make long-term care available to people across Washington state, but how much will it cost you? Noah writes, "My boss said my pay will be lower next month because of a new tax. Is this true?" Let's verify. Our sources are Ben Vecti, director of the Washington CARES Fund, and House Bill 1087. Back in 2019, lawmakers passed legislation that created the Washington CARES Fund, a state-run long-term care insurance program. Washington taxpayers who have contributed to the fund for 10 years can receive a $36,500 lifetime benefit to help pay for long-term care needs. The program is funded by a payroll tax, which goes into effect on July 1st.
It works just like a Medicare or Social Security. You pay in a little bit of every paycheck over your career.
Most workers in Washington will pay a tax of 0.58% of their wages.
So the typical worker is going to pay about $12 a paycheck or $24 a month into WACARES. That's somebody who makes about $50,000 a year. If you make more than that, you'd pay in more. If you make less, you'd pay in less because it's a percentage of your wages.
So we can verify, yes, most Washington workers will see a deduction in their paycheck starting in July because of a new payroll tax. However, some workers may be eligible for an exemption.
The new types of exemptions are for types of workers who might have had to pay in, but maybe wouldn't have been able to plausibly have a path to being eligible to claim benefits.
Exemptions include workers who live outside of Washington. This could include anyone who lives in Idaho but commutes across the border for work, military spouses and partners, people with a non-immigrant work visa, and veterans with a 70% service-connected disability rating or higher. And it's important to note the exemptions are not automatic. So if you think you're eligible for one, you need to apply as soon as you can. Otherwise, the money will be taken out of your paycheck and you likely will not be able to reclaim it. So we know we just gave you a lot of information. So if you want more details about how the Washington CARES Fund works, want to calculate how much you'll be paying every month, or if you need to apply for an exemption, just text us the word FUND to 509-448-2000 and we'll send the information right to your phone.